this equation. In the modern Western world, we operate on a strict mathematical assumption. Money generates wealth, and that wealth ultimately guarantees our well-being. The logic seems sound enough on paper. We believe that accumulating assets reduces our daily stress, secures our future, and frees us up to find actual meaning and purpose in our lives. But follow that logic to its current endpoint, and things get strange. Money is no longer a physical tool we use to facilitate commerce. It has become commerce itself. Today, the global financial markets, where people trade abstract financial instruments, massively dwarf the total value of the actual companies those stocks are supposed to represent. The trading of money is now a bigger industry than the creation of tangible goods. Yet alongside this historic scientific and economic expansion, modern societies are experiencing a profound, widespread sense of alienation. We feel disconnected because we have entirely forgotten a crucial piece of our history. Wealth, well-being, and money were never supposed to mean the same thing. If we look back to pre-modern societies, that monolith equation fractures into completely independent pillars. Wealth was a measure of social standing, judged by prowess and reputation. Well-being was a joint responsibility for the community's health. Money was purely a subordinate, basic tool. For most of human history, your value to society and your community's survival were completely untethered from the accumulation of capital. That separation collapsed during the Industrial Revolution. Building massive manufacturing systems required massive investments, which sparked an urgent need to raise and control capital. A new economic philosophy stepped in. It focused entirely on the supply and control of money, completely abandoning traditional considerations of community and character. Under this new system, human skills became mere commodities to be bought and sold. Reputation devolved into celebrity status, and we began ranking our most celebrated figures strictly by the size of their bank accounts. At the same time, rapid technological evolution created a perpetual psychological trap. Things once considered rare luxuries were continuously redefined as absolute necessities of life. A two-car family went from an unimaginable extravagance to an expected norm, permanently fueling the need to generate more income just to maintain the baseline. We engineered an economic reality based on a zero-sum game. This is a situation where one person's gain is directly matched by another's loss, meaning the total net benefit is zero. By relentlessly pursuing individual wealth in this way, we actively dismantled the concept of the commonwealth. We can look at these results as mere economic history, or we can look at the unseen spiritual undercurrents at work. According to the inexorable laws of creation, our modern reality is the strict result of the motivations driving our actions. Through works like the Grail Message, we find the concept that our open words, secret thoughts, and true desires possess tremendous power. The universe actively energizes these desires to bring them into fruition, based entirely on their true nature. This creates an echo effect. The relentless, zero-sum pursuit of money narrows our spiritual perception. As we push for selfish extraction, these same laws echo that energy back to us, dulling our sensibilities to altruism. The alienation felt in modern societies is a predictable result of eroding the concept of commonwealth. When a system prioritizes individual gain over the group's health, a loss of emotional and mental balance follows. Simply participating in philanthropy or making charitable donations does not override a selfish internal motive. The desire for money itself must be addressed at the root to change the outcome. The existence of money is not the problem. The true problem is the psychological and spiritual distortion that occurs when we allow it to become the primary driving force of our lives. The solution is not to romanticize poverty or to stop earning money altogether. Exchanging goods and services is a necessary form of human cooperation, and currency is an effective, neutral tool to facilitate that. But reversing the distortion is difficult. Stepping off the high consumption treadmill and moving from a two-income household to a single income introduces severe social handicaps and requires very tough decisions. Swimming against the current requires a conscious choice. We have to look honestly at the consequences of these spiritual laws and weigh our life choices accordingly. We restore the balance by decoupling our humanity from our bank accounts. True wealth is defined by the prowess we develop, the character we display, and what we ultimately contribute to the collective well-being.